We're live. Salam alaik, Munir. Good afternoon. Good morning to our drivers. Another daily updates with yours truly, A&M, with the cargo van, sprinter van rolling by. How you doing?
Good, good morning, everybody. I'm doing amazing, really, really amazing. I love June is one of my favorite months, and
Yeah?
ever since, yeah, it's kind of every day because it's that bridge between spring and summer when it's not usually not like uh how do Americans call it, porch of hell, but it's not you know cold or rainy as well all the time. So I love it. I mean, atmosphere, weather-wise.
Yeah. You know, an interesting fact? I've never in my life um, thought about what my favorite month was.
Really, I have
Really?
everything. I have everything like my favorite this and that.
Do you?
And yeah, I do. Do you want to know a couple of those? You guys
I
want to
do.
know?
I do.
Yeah, my favorite color is a green color, but that olive green.
Like the one on
Um,
your armpit there. The other
this
one.
one.
The other one.
Yeah. No, 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 no,
Well,
no, no.
that
This one is
well
like
that
more
that
of a,
one
but
on video looks darker, but the other one
it
looks
it
like olive green.
it does. But in reality, this one is very very light,
No, no, no,
and it's
the
lighter.
other pit,
Yeah, this one.
next to it.
All right, regardless, man. Regardless, olive green. You
Olive
guys
green.
know
We
what
all
that
know what
means.
olive green means.
Favorite month is June. Favorite
Favorite
day
driver.
is Friday. Favorite driver is um I don't know. I have a couple. I have a couple really. I cannot just say one guy, but it's a difficult decision to make.
Favorite
Favorite
movie.
sports jersey. Favorite movie. Favorite movie is Matrix.
Man, Matrix. Whew, I was young. I mean, not young, but I was younger when it first came out is when I watched it, but I gotta go back and rewatch it. Especially now
Same.
in this day of AI.
Yeah, I watched it. I watched it like a month ago. It's so relevant right now, more relevant than
Yeah?
it was before.
Oh
I just
yeah.
it,
You know
it
what's
was on
insane,
TV.
man?
Wasn't. Yeah, what's the same?
I put in ChatGPT the other day, give me like a prediction of how this AI revolution is likely to play out. And tell me like every 5 years what major changes there are and what dangers it possesses to the society. And we're not far from like our lives looking more and more like those sci-fi movies that you watch, where everyone
Mm.
has a little uh like humanoid robot or some kind of a robot AI assistant that's floating through the house. We're not far, like in the next 15, 20 years from having like little robot things that clean the house, that do the basic chores, that cook the food, that, all of that stuff. And yeah, it's
I
it's
am,
it's
I
pretty
am,
wild.
I am, yeah, I am really, really, we are really, really happy that we lived, at least I lived my whole childhood and to teenage years in a time where without smartphones, without, this social media frenzy, without, this, just everything, just going crazy, that we lived that, a different life as well, and that we took the benefits of the modern life of the now the AIs and everything else, while in my case, um, while working hard to still keep the beautiful stuff
Sure.
from pre social media, pre AI age that we had before. So I think all of us should just be very very happy that we kind of have the combination, because our children, they will not experience what we did, man.
Agree. Yeah. When this ChatGPT stuff started to roll out, and the AI art became a thing, and I was showing my 10-year-old and 9-year-old AI art, how you can literally give it a command, say like draw a red dinosaur skateboarding um, on Mars, wearing sunglasses and a blue t-shirt, and it would draw that. And to me, because I knew that that was a new thing, it didn't exist, it was like mind-blowing. To them, it was just like, okay, yeah, cool, yeah, the computer can do that. Which just revealed this idea that to the current generation, they don't even understand, like what that this is new, that this is impressive, that this is dangerous. To them, it's all just, yeah, this is the life, the world that I was born into. Like you always hear old people say, oh, back in my day, XYZ happened. And, it's like you hear it so much and it's just like, for me anyways, when I was hearing it as a growing adult or young adult myself, you just kind of roll your eyes and laugh at it like, oh, there's somebody talking about back in my day again. But it's crazy when you are now that back in my day person and your kids are
Yeah,
looking at you like, okay, Baba, whatever, you didn't have computers like this. Now we do, so what? You know.
yeah.
All right, let's get down to business. Yesterday we had 47 available and 33 of our drivers were booked. We booked 38 loads, 70% of the fleet was utilized, 9% or just under 9% bid win ratio, and the average driver pay of 628. Um, about a quarter of our loads expired. We bid on I don't know the proper name, but a little bit over a third, and we declined a little bit over a third of the available shipments as well. We are working on systems that'll make the dispatch decline go down. We're trying to get to a point where if a load pops up for our dispatchers, they don't have to decline it. It's a load that we should be pursuing. So this should go down, and then it's just going to rely on drivers using their dispatch settings properly so that either they're automatically or self-declining. We also want this to go down, man. We keep coming back to this. Expired is a gold mine that, right now is costing people a lot because they're not responding to opportunities and they're just sitting there until they expire. Um, what did you think? How was the day from your side, live?
Well, live, when you have 70% drivers booked, then this whole story is about 30% that is not booked for various reasons, of course, because the one that is not booked doesn't really have anything to do with the one that is booked. I mean, in
Hmm.
plain words. It was not the busiest day in the books. We still have a lot of availability, tricky availability this week due to some people that were on vacation, some people that just started. In the first 2 days, it was like that. I think today should be more normal, just with the group that we have, a group of drivers that we have. And also lately, we had a lot of drivers taking vacation for 2, 3, 4 weeks. Summer has started, of course, so it's kind of a little bit slower than usual. But we're trying to do all the things necessary for drivers that are with us currently. So it's not nothing. We had some operational issues. We can come back to them later, but nothing out of the ordinary. In this case, Code Red, two drivers. One driver was on the list yesterday, still in Boise, Idaho. That's where he lives, with only two bids and three missed opportunities for this driver. We advised him to move. I mean, that's the best we can do to move down to Salt Lake City. He still didn't do that, but he might. And then the other one, it's a pretty big one. The driver was for the whole day in Tennessee. We had 37 opportunities,
Wow.
and we failed to book him. Failed to book him, and there's no excuse whatsoever for this. This driver is number one of the one out of one priority to get booked. Tennessee is not a bad. It's not Boise, Idaho. There's no excuse whatsoever for this.
Yeah, that's weird. You don't see that very
It
often,
is.
but it happens.
It does. So when it
Yeah.
comes to operational issues, yesterday we had the following major issue. Delivery address and POC was related to that. The customer didn't provide the correct delivery address for a shipment, and the POC was unreachable over the phone. So we had to lay over until we received the correct information. Luckily, our driver was incredibly cooperative, and once the customer advised it is a wind farm that we are delivering to, the driver found it himself. Then we confirm with the customer if it's correct the address and delivered there. Thank you guys for the patience. Sometimes these layovers happen due to customer not having proper information or not setting up load correctly.
Right. Yeah, yeah, these kind of things, man, it helps us a lot when our drivers do show that patience and do show that flexibility. So, always thank you to our drivers. And we do our best to minimize these kind of weird situations. So,
Yeah, one thing I want to mention that is not in this presentation that is related to ops problems. One of our drivers, it was actually his first load, so it can happen. But let me explain what happened. One of our drivers, it was his first load with the company. He was booked to a load going to Ontario, and he was going there. And on one of the truck stop, he saw that like battery or aggregate um, going for like you buy one, you get two, and he bought one and got other, and he installed one of those in his van like for whatever he's doing, and the other one was packaged inside of the vehicle. And he came to the border. They examined his cargo area. They saw the freight that was on the paperwork, and then they saw the packaged battery aggregate or whatever. And they told him, "Oh, you cannot cross with this. You got to leave it, or you will not cross."
really?
Uh, yeah, and yeah, it's something that is not that cheap either. You're gonna just throw it away. It's not
Oh
a it's
my
not
God.
it's not a packet of potatoes or something like that. So yeah, he was kind of not sure what to do.
Wow.
Luckily we had another driver just picked up his freight, and we told him he cannot do Canada's
So
until he goes home and
hold on.
deposit that.
I gotta understand. How big is this?
Um, I'm not sure not right now. Beta was working on that. I'm just
Yeah,
providing
yeah,
with
yeah.
the
I mean,
with
did they like
gist of
search
the.
the van and randomly find it? Because usually
Yeah,
they don't do a
yeah, yeah,
deep dive
yeah.
enough to.
Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, they randomly find it in the cargo area because he bought it. He got one for free, put it in the vehicle, and installed one, and the other one it's like
Wow.
I don't know. Well, it's like maybe how big usually those aggregate. I think they're like a battery type of things.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's, and yeah, they told me we cannot cross.
That's weird.
So he asked if if we can recover it. He'll go home, leave that home. He will not be available for any over the border shipments for now until he gets that you know resolved. But he's a new driver. He didn't cross border before. He didn't know what to do. I mean, we had funnier situations. We had drivers like having a bunch of like bags of like pickles or something like that, and they didn't want to let them cross or something like that. So this is like bigger than that. So
Yeah.
it can happen, guys.
All right.
It
So
can
we got
happen.
Kemal, our new night dispatcher, actually leaving a comment for Zvonimir, saying that he was proactive, called to make sure delivery time was corrected in milestone. Said he doesn't like to be late. He caught the mistake alone and called in to fix it. So I think we maybe dispatched it with the wrong time or something like that. So yeah, for sure, man. When we have drivers that are attentive, pay attention to detail, it helps us catch and avoid these kinds of mistakes. So major props and thanks to Zvonimir. All right, we got Hades booking 14 loads on 175 bids. Number two was Ahmed at nine, and number three was Muhammad at 82 loads. So good job, dispatch team. Best load yesterday was a Tennessee to Ontario, 660 miles for $830. That's a really good one.
Doesn't get better than that, man. And every day, we have Windsor, Ontario on the list. Every day.
It's nice. Yeah, it's nice because, when you get these Canada ones that you run frequently, the Canada clearance process is more ironed out too. So there's less chance of a delay and things like that as well. Next up, we got a Nashville, Illinois to Old Castle. Also Canada, we got 700 miles for 770. You know what, man? Not as sweet as that other one, but the way you got to look
Mm,
at these as a driver is you just got to say, listen, I don't care if it pays 700 or 770 or 800 or 850 or 870. Because once you start to like pay that much attention to is it $10 or 20 or $50 up or down, it becomes so petty that you begin to shoot yourself in the foot, as they say. You begin to miss out on opportunities. I heard a saying that I loved the other day. Dana White, the UFC president, said he was actually talking about his most hated fighter, which is it Tito?
Tito Ortiz. Tito
Yeah, he said
Ortiz.
Tito Ortiz is an idiot. He steps over dollars to pick up dimes. And just, talking about missed opportunities because you're focused on the wrong thing in life. So that's kind of what I've seen happen when drivers begin to zoom in too much um, on is it 25 or $50 up or down? And the last one is Michigan to Nevada. Some of our drivers love these big boys. This is 2180 on the mileage for $2,000, 92 cents a mile. You're delivering to a pretty okay place in Canada, in the west coast, in the west part of the U.S. And if you're gonna go down in that area, you're better off being in Sparks, Nevada, than you are in Utah or Idaho or Montana or Wyoming or whatever. So, you're pretty
Agreed.
close to San Fran and these other places. So hopefully, we get the driver out back to civilization in a quick time.
Sir.
What do we got here, Munir?
Today we had a shipment on which we needed a recovery, but our closest unit was unreachable via phone. Please make sure you're available at all times when in service. We thank you for your cooperation and hard work.
Yeah, I mean, not much to say there. It makes us all look good when we do a good service. Daily stats, we had a 99%. You don't see that very often with two unjustified late arrivals. I hate to do this, but makes me want to question the numbers because if it's 99% and there were two late arrivals, that would mean that we had like 200 stops. Because with 100 stops and two late arrivals, the highest we could be at is 98, right? Hmm.
You are right. So if usually we have 60, 70 stops, because of how many loads you're
You know
having.
what, man? Today we're just gonna celebrate inaccuracy rather than focusing on accuracy. Guys, 99% on-time performance is phenomenal. We believed in you. We knew you could do it. As we always say, we have the best fleet in the world. Our drivers are the most amazing drivers. So thank you for your hard work and dedication. 99%. Woo!
Oh,
Man, that was a
let me
weak
check.
woo.
It is, man. You Americans, hey,
Dude.
are we gonna go to the zoo? Yeah, let's go to the zoo. That's how you function. We go, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, dude. That's that that
That's what I'm,
that energy is
that's
how
what
you can
Americans.
spread freedom around the world.
Are we gonna go to the toilet? Yeah, let's go to
See, there you go. You're catching on.
the.
Man, no offense to this guy, but this guy looks like a serial killer, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. He does. He does,
Be
man. He looks like
undeniably
Son of
good.
Sam. He looks like Son of Sam, that David something that used to do a New York um, serial killer, whatever. He looks like him.
Be undeniably good. No marketing effort or social media buzzword can be a substitute for that. Who is Anthony Volodnik?
He's
Volodkin? Russian?
he yeah, but
Dude,
no, yeah, he started that thing, um, whatever, hype company or something like that. I only remember him because one of the podcasts he was on speaking about how he met with the founders of Twitter back in the day when Twitter was nothing. Um, he started something like a hype company or something about music. before Spotify. They were popular when I was like a teenager, type of thing, like 15, 16-year old.
Here's what I'll
I
say
don't
on
know much about him.
Yeah, here's what I'll say on this. I feel like today more than ever we look at short-term success and we celebrate that short-term success and we worship, idolize people even if they've been on the scene for a day, right? We see these overnight celebrities pop up. We see these overnight success stories pop up. I think social media buzzwords and marketing efforts can lead to short-term success. But to be good, to sustain your greatness and to continue to grow, you just have to be undeniably good at what it is you do. And no marketing effort or social media buzzword can, keep you on top for a long time. So that's my commentary on Anthony's quote.
Yeah, yeah, the thing is, he wasn't undeniably good at all, because he's unknown pretty much today. The company he started was good, but not undeniably good because the other companies that were out there would just crush his like competition, like a Spotify, like others, just made them
Yeah,
irrelevant totally.
we
But
got we
but
got
yeah,
some
he
uh we
was a
got some
pioneer.
chats, man. Look at this. I can put the chat in here so you can see it.
Yeah,
How about them apples?
yeah. What do we have?
Can you see it?
I cannot see it on the screen, but
Well,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
trying to enter the
We got Suada saying Brava BHX, good morning, and then we got Ubaldo saying good morning, everyone. Good morning to both
Mr.
of you.
Ubaldo. Mr. Ubaldo, we love you, Ubaldo. We love you, Suada. You guys are always there for us when it comes to watching these. And because of you and you only, we're doing this.
This is why me and Mooney get up at 3 a.m. every morning to prepare.
Yeah.
Drink our guave tea, uh,
Piku
do
juice.
our do our 6 minute cold plunge, uh,
Right.
4 minute hot plunge, do the pickles in our eyes, and uh,
Right.
and come
Right.
in
Right.
and do
Right.
this.
Do a 42-mile run. Then read 3 books, and then
On
we
the
come
run.
to on the run, and then we come to do this. About it.
There are more than 4 million miles of roads in the US, a staggering 4.09 million miles of roads crisscross the US, including 47,432 miles of interstate highways. Despite the vast network of tracks and highways, more than one-third of all roads in the country are not paved and more than 70% are in rural areas. How about them
U.S. is big,
apples?
man. U.S. is huge, man. U.S. is huge. Yeah, when you think about this, like it's huge,
Well,
huge.
not only is it huge, but it's also the greatest country in the world.
Yeah, if you consider like the USA the world, then it is because usually you guys consider USA the world, like world championship, and then it's only USA and one team out of Toronto, right, or something like that. So it's not a world championship. It's a whatever continental North America championship.
Look, man, here's what I'm going to say. We just beat Pakistan in cricket, okay?
Oh man,
Until
that is
until
a huge
two
thing.
years ago, we didn't know what cricket was. Pakistan, they're born with a cricket bat in their hand. All right.
They are, man. They are.
Basketball, I mean, we wiped the floor with you Europeans.
Isn't it that on the last Olympics, on the last World Championship, Germany beat you guys,
I'm not
and
sure.
Germany won NBA.
I,
I'm
I,
very sure.
I think we should stick
I'm
to the facts here. We should stick to the mileage. There's 4
I
million miles. Um, but listen, when you are, all I can say is Bosnia 3 million, USA 400 million. Isn't that
Because of
insane
you
though,
guys,
for
we
real?
make this, man. It
No,
is.
isn't that insane? Like, I don't know, it's not 400, but it's close to it. But it's like it's 100 times more people. That's
Yeah.
brain.
Well, Bosnia is as big as probably Massachusetts. Not Massachusetts. I don't know what
I
to
think
compare it with, but
it's pretty comparable to Missouri. Like St. Louis to
Missouri.
Kansas City is 240 miles. That's about 400, 375 kilometers, maybe. Is that
That's
about one
about it. Yeah.
side to the other?
That's about it. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, I watched. You were speaking about a USA and North America. I watched. I didn't really watch it, but I saw the video of one of the guys that I watch on YouTube. It's called Outdoor Boys.
American
His
guy?
name is Luke, American guy. Yeah, he's from Alaska. Luke Nichols is his name. Um, a big, great guy, family guy, and everything else. So he did a video. He started driving in Key West, Florida, and he went 10,500 miles from Key West, Florida to Fairbanks, Alaska, where he lives. And he drew that and he made a 3 hour long video out of it. Of course, he just, in every state he had a 15-minute segment of what he was doing there or something like that. So he crossed Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, I don't know, Oklahoma, and then up to northwest, and then through Canada to Alaska. It was a beautiful, about 10,500 miles. Insane, man. He went on like a 5 weeks long road trip,
Yeah.
just taking it slowly. I mean, he could have done it in probably 7 days, but he took it slowly.
Yeah, I think that same road trip across Europe is 7 million times more rewarding and fun and satisfactory. And there's more to see.
Uh, Across Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but listen, man. Across Europe, you have, let's say that Madrid to Moscow is around 2,500 miles, man. Right? So
Yeah.
if that's about it of the Europe, because you don't have anywhere else to go. Moscow is the east point of Europe. Madrid, or no, maybe Portugal is the west side. So 2,500 miles across all of these. So it's not really that long of a road trip. That's as long as you can go.
Well, America. That's all I can say.
Merc, Murica, whatever. Merc,
Murica.
Murica. Yeah.
All right, man. We'll conclude there. We'll be back tomorrow, God willing. To our drivers, stay safe on the roads. All 4,000 or 4 million miles of them.
Righty. Stay safe out there, boys.